Kailangan mo lagyan ng olive oil yung bike mo.
Hi guys, I'm Bea.
Hi, I'm Paul.
And we're here to share with you today the restaurants that we ate at when we went to Paris. It was our first trip and we went with friends. Louis is a chef from Las Vegas. And Carrie is from New York. She is an Instagram celebrity.
She's an influencer.
In New York, of course, and Vegas, they have a lot of good restaurants. So this was something like, so food was an important part of our trip.
And I think it's safe to say that they're both professional foodies and we're professional taste testers.
Yeah, we'll try anything.
We'll eat anything as long as it's cheap. Hi, I'm Paul and this is Bea. In 2021, we decided to take a break from the hustle and flow of life to focus on our first love, traveling. Well, food first and then traveling. So we sold everything, moved to Europe at the end of the year, and now we have no idea what to do. When we travel, we don't really plan too much ahead because we like letting the city reveal itself to us. So set your itinerary to the side, grab a paper and pen, and let us show you why everything is Boffo in Paris. So if this is your first time watching our video, we would love it if you hit the like and subscribe button because we would love to share and we can't wait to share with you the tips that we get from all these travels that we do because we suck at planning when we travel and the lessons we learned. For now, we are going to talk about the restaurants that we ate at in Paris that stood out. And I would suggest that you won't skip this video because if you love food and you love Paris, this is the video for you. So this list is not arranged in any particular order. The first one that we want to talk to you guys about is, of course, since you're in Paris, we're going to talk about authentic French cuisine. And the first restaurant that really stood out to us, I'm going to butcher this, is called Auberge Pyrénées Cévennes.
He's gonna write this down.
You know what? I'll let Google Voice do it.
Auberge Pyrénées Cévennes.
Did you get that? Okay, so we'll link up the website, but this is old school French cooking. There was even a dish that you had to order hours in advance or something like that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We had to order hours in advance, yeah.
So we got the menu soir, which is the dinner menu for the nighttime, and it includes an entree, which is their appetizer. It's called an entree, and then their plat, which is their main course, and dessert. So for 38 euros, you get a starter, a main course, and dessert.
For me, I got a foie gras de canard, which is like a pate inside like a slice of toast, and it was just perfectly cooked, very livery, very gelatinous, not salty at all. I don't know if you like my description, but it was very, very good. I really enjoyed that. How about you? What did you get?
I actually had tummy problems, so I only had a salad, it was good too. But I only got a salad. It wasn't anything exciting. Carrie did get the escargot, and it was her first time trying. And I'm glad that she did because I was able to sop up the butter with some bread, and that was good. Yeah. So escargot also very, very good.
Very, very, very good. For my plats, I got the
Blanquette de veau à l'ancienne,
which is I think veal stew, and it just reminded me of home, which is weird because I live in the Philippines. But there's a dish in the Philippines that kind of like resembles it, and it has carrots and potatoes.
What is it?
I forgot what it's called.
Caldereta?
No. It has like a white sauce, I forgot what it's called, but it's I'll look for it. But it kind of like tastes the same, but with chicken. But it was really really good. It tasted like home.
Chicken pastel.
Chicken pastel. And I like it because they serve it in a pot that they stewed it in. And then I had like a tiny saucer bowl with rice in it. But yeah, it was really good. Really creamy, really buttery. The veal was really, really soft, tender. How about you? What did you enjoy?
The salad.
She loves salads.
I just had a salad. Yeah.
So
I'm going back to France for this because I really missed out on this dinner. I'm so upset.
Yep. Fortunately, we're all friends, so
And very
we got
adventurous.
we got to like share the food with each other. Louis ordered the sweet bread, which is called Cœur de riz de veau français poêlé,
Cœur de riz de veau français poêlé.
and it's the sweet breads. I've never tried sweet breads before, and it was just heavenly.
And it's not bread.
It's not bread, and it's not sweet. I think it's like an internal organ of some sort.
Look it up.
Yeah, I'll put like a photo here of what sweet bread is, but don't get grossed out because when you taste it, it's super 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 good. And then Louis added another order, which is so this one it's called the pieds de cochon pané,
Pied de cochon panéis.
and it's breaded pig's foot. This one is the one that took the longest to cook, and you have to add an additional 19 euros to be able to get this. And this is it's so weird because once we tried it, it's breaded pig's foot, but it had like a similar dish from the Philippines. It tasted like crispy pata, which is also a pig's foot.
That's what French cuisine is. I think our landlady told us before that French cooking involves a lot of like they don't waste anything from the animals because they at that time I think they suffered a Great Depression too. So that's, so they had to eat snails and stuff, and they actually made something really great out of it.
That's the beauty of necessity, is it's just the father of invention. So they just used everything, every part.
Every
Kind of
part.
like in the Philippines, they just use every part of the animal. And, if you do that, then you don't skip on the good parts. But you also get to try the bad parts. Oh, also, we got dessert. I got millefeuille à la vanille de Madagascar.
Millefeuille à la vanille de Madagascar et caramel au beurre salé.
Did you order dessert?
I think I might have. I don't know.
The one I got is good. But for sure, this restaurant you need to go to. You need to make a reservation. Don't forget to make reservations in Paris because it gets filled up really quick. Make sure you go and drink wine and enjoy this food.
All right, so the second restaurant we want to mention to you that we also enjoyed was an Algerian restaurant. So our good friend Nora, who is Algerian and French, who lives in Paris, was our unofficial tour guide. And the first thing she said was try the food of the colonies. So Algeria was a colony for a very long time, from 1830 to 1962. So quite a while. And we went to this Algerian restaurant over by, where was it again?
At the Belleville area of the city. Yeah. And what's the name of the restaurant?
Le Thais.
Le Thaïs.
So that's the name. We're butchering the pronunciation, of course. But it was a mound of couscous that we got with a lamb stew. And our friend Nora was the one serving all of us. It was in a big pot. So it was a very nice kind of like a home cooking feel to it as well.
Yeah, very homey. It was a huge pot. It had carrots and potatoes and lamb in it. Before they served it to us, they served us these Remember those breadsticks things? And we didn't even finish it because we were just so full at the end of the day.
I don't remember the breadsticks.
Yeah, it was just so much food. And we only paid €9 each.
That was the best part.
Yeah. Since it was our first time in Paris, coming from Spain, everything to us was just so expensive. So when we got this latte is a godsend because it was just so much food for such a great price. They just didn't serve alcohol, but it's okay.
This is what your mom does? So it's mixing the sauce. Huh? You know harissa.
Nothing.
Okay. You cleaned it already?
I did, yeah. It dried up.
Put a lot. You're gonna kill us. Didn't you say yesterday this is not spicy? No, but this is. You said yesterday harissa is not spicy, right? Not the one from America. Just like you said the croissant doesn't taste good. Just like you say I make a better flan. Just like you say you came here with all your knowledge. And now look at you. Look at you now.
I remember
Party.
we took a cab from the airport going to our hotel, and the driver was quiet the entire time until we said couscous, and then he said you need to try Algerian couscous because it's so different from Moroccan couscous. And from there he was just talking about the couscous. Algerian couscous is so different, and true enough, it was completely different, and I love both. So thanks, cab driver, for pushing it. So the next restaurant that
We enjoyed.
made us so happy is called Laosiam, and it's the owners are actually from Laos and Thailand, thus the name. And so we were craving for Thai food. It was our last day in Paris, and we were craving for Thai food, so we had to go. It was also in the Belleville area, close to Le Thai, and we discovered that Laos was a former colony of France, and they were colonized from like 1893 to the 1960s. 1953. Just like what Nora said, make sure that when you visit Paris, you visit the former colonies because their food is going to be really, really authentic. And true enough, this was. I got the pineapple rice, which was rice inside the pineapple.
Served in that nice pineapple.
It was unbelievable.
With pork and shrimp, right?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I had the panang curry, and I also had the papaya salad, the green papaya salad, so that was nice, and the Thai iced tea.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so the papaya salad had like chicharron with it, so it was
Really?
Yeah, it had like you don't remember. We have to go back. We have to go back, Paris. So good thing Louis ordered pad thai. Oh no, she ordered the flat noodles. I forgot what it's called. But she also ordered maybe the pad see ew. But she also ordered the duck. So it was a really good pairing with my rice. So don't forget, Laosiam is also part of the Michelin guide, and you can't miss it because especially if you like Asian food, really good.
So we went to another French restaurant that we really liked, which is very, very popular. It's called, and I'm going to butcher this again, Le Relais de l'Entrecot.
Le relais de l'Entrecot.
And as the name suggests, they serve entrecot, which is steak. We arrived 30 minutes before they open. We were the first in line, and it was worth the wait because we were able to choose where we wanted to sit, and we were the first few ones to get served. It got busy right away. Like 5 minutes before they opened, there was already a long line behind us. So definitely, if you can make it there 30 minutes before, 20 minutes before, it'll be worth your time.
One thing to remember is they don't take reservations, so you have to go physically, and they don't even write your name. You just stand there, and then and you can't go inside early. You just have to wait outside.
There's only one thing on the menu, steak. So all they do is come up to your table and ask you how you want your steak.
And then there's only two ways you can get your steak, medium and rare, no medium rare. So once she got that, a few minutes after, she arrived with the fries, with the frites in a tray, and then she arrived with the meat. And then there's like a small table behind us where she cuts up the meat, and then she serves it to us on a gravy. Oh, so good. Merci beaucoup.
Lunch portion.
Okay, we're gonna try it out.
Because then it's not like, we're not dying. Yeah, it's not like,
Smells good. Okay, rare.
You'll get smaller pieces first. I mean, a smaller portion first. We didn't know that there would be more coming later on. So she actually has like a plate of the other cut. So that are kept warm, which I thought was great. Like, I thought that was the smartest thing. The steak comes with a little bit of kind of gravy, and the fries were very thinly very thin, kind of like shoestring fries. So it was very nice, very good.
It was very delicious. It kind of like since we got it rare, it kind of like reminded me of sashimi.
Like a seared sashimi,
like seared ahi.
Yeah.
There you go. It's kind of like seared ahi. It was so good, and definitely one of the most memorable dining experiences in our lives.
Wow. Hey.
Whoa.
Tingin niya kasi mga Amerikano malakas kumain, right?
Oh. You see, we just got a second round, and you get another.
I would even say, like, I will probably like order it rare next time. I didn't know how thick the cut was. I had no idea. So the medium was good, but I feel that the rare, because it's thin, it was almost like a medium rare also. Wasn't too rare for me.
Yeah, there's only two ways, and make sure you fall in line because it's gonna get busy fast. But make sure you visit
That's
this.
good. Yeah, I'll go back to that too. Oh, and another thing that you must go to if you're going to the Louvre, I would suggest going to the cafe. I think it's on the second or third floor, and it's overlooking the square. It's overlooking the pyramid. It's called Le Cafe Mouline.
Le Café Mouline.
I actually just fell in line to get water, and we saw that we could access that. It's a €3 water. It's pretty expensive. But so I got a small bottle of water, and we went over there, and the views were fantastic. And we sat there for a little bit. I thought it was like a good experience.
Yeah, I don't understand the 3.1 rating online, because this cafe has one of the best views in the world, because you're like right in the heart of the Louvre. And it's really close to the Mona Lisa, and we just got lost. We were just looking for water, but it was just like one of the most fantastic views. It's really quiet up there. You'll see when you go outside the terrace, there's just like people sitting, just enjoying the view. And you know, the €3 water, just sip it really, really slow. Just think of it as a cava or champagne.
So aside from the restaurants where we ate at, we also want to talk a little bit about the little kiosks or cafes.
Right.
The food that we can take to go.
Which we can also call the tiny stops.
Right.
That we still want to share with you, because our entire French trip was just filled with food. and we could only suggest these 5 things, but we're gonna talk about also like the tiny stops we did.
Snacks.
So the first one is the berthillon. You're gonna see the sign berthillon immediately, and there's gonna be a line. And what we've discovered was
Berthillon, the ice cream store itself, is closed, but a lot of restaurants offer berthillon outside of their restaurant. We thought there was only one other restaurant that did this, but apparently there were a lot. So we bought the most expensive one, not knowing, and then we walked maybe 2-3 blocks and found other ones for cheaper. So,
with other flavors too.
oh yeah. So don't just stop at the first one that you see. I think we was it a 3 flavor one was €9 or something. But if you go to further in, it's like €7 for the 3 flavor one. So definitely a lot better in price.
I personally didn't really think it was spectacular.
How
but
dare you?
she liked
It
it.
was good. What did we have? Like the fig and we had like good flavors. Okay, I'll have to look at it again.
It was okay. For the price, it was okay.
Next one, our first stop actually was at the sandwich shop. This was our first lunch in Paris. We went to Chez Aline
Sandwich shop.
Over by the 11th arrondissement. Did I say that right? And I actually had a really good sandwich. I had a breaded chicken breast sandwich with mustard and pickled cabbage, I believe. Yeah, it was really, really good.
And I had the beef tongue that was also served with pickled cabbage, and it was cold AF, but it was good. They didn't have outdoor seating or indoor. They might have had it, but it was busy and we didn't see any. So we just bought the sandwiches and then we walked to a park close
Just
by.
ate it there. Yeah.
I think a park where Voltaire was, and it was enjoyable. It was just a little tense while eating because there was like cop cars walking around and like the military people walking around.
Oh,
So
that
I'm
was
like,
the first time we saw that. Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah. They had big guns and they were walking right where we were.
But the sandwich was so good that I forgot that my life was in danger.
Not in danger, but that was just really odd to see.
When you visit Montmartre and do the Amélie tour, you go up to the chapel or the cathedral and then you go back down. On the way down, you'll see this really, really tiny restaurant called Le Potager.
Le potager.
It's just like the smallest, most quaint restaurant.
Yeah.
They had really great food.
I was surprised that they could seat 5 of us in there.
And Carrie and I are giants. Well, Nora's also tall, so but they sat us. There were 5 of us, and we fit.
There was a French onion soup also that was very, very good. That one was really nice.
But yeah, that restaurant was a very nice French experience.
Mm-hmm. Also a good price, I think.
Yes, yes. And then finally, one of the last notable, which I enjoyed, was this tiny crepe cart located by the foot of the Eiffel Tower. And it's this old gentleman who is just making these crepes. So Carrie got the sugar crepe.
And lemon. Sugar and lemon.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then that's what you got.
I think that's what I got as well.
Then I got the framboise.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, it's just very basic, but I love that it was at the foot of the Eiffel Tower when it was our first time there. And I would go, let's get some crepes. And, very French.
It's just magical. It was the most Paris thing that you could do.
And so that wraps up our food experience in Paris. I know that there's more out there. If you want, you could put some more in the comment section so that when we go back, we'll try them out.
I would really appreciate it. We would really appreciate it. I, in particular, like cheap, good food. I don't really like the whole fine dining experience. I just want like really tasty food. So if you have anything, we'd love it if you put it in the comment section below.
Yeah, if we missed anything, you know, like it was just our first time and there's definitely so many places to see. But we really did enjoy not just the French food, but the food of the colonies.
So hopefully this video helps. Don't forget to watch our other Paris videos, especially if it's going to be your first time in Paris. We would really suggest you watch it because it's going to be helpful for sure. We learned a lot.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Peace.
Today we're talking about first thing. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah.
So if this is your first time watching our video,
I'm so hungry thinking about all the food we ate. So Laos is actually a former colony of Spain. Oh, not Spain. Former colony of France as well. So the other restaurant that we went to is called Laosiam, and it is a Laotian and Thai restaurant, and we have been craving for Thai food. We don't get a lot of that in Spain. So Laos was actually a former colony of Spain. Is a former colony of Spain. So
no, not Spain. So the next
twice.